Hello, gorgeous students! In the previous tutorial, we have discussed the first brain mapping technique, which is the EEG. Whereas, in this tutorial, we are going to study the other two brain mapping techniques, which are CT scan and PET scan. So, by the end of this tutorial, you guys will be able to describe the CT scan and the PET scan. Moreover, you guys will be able to differentiate between the CT scan and PET scan in terms of roles and images. So what is the CT scan? CT scan is a computerized tomography scan that uses computers and rotating X-ray machines to create cross-sectional images. These cross-sectional images are also called slices, and they are more detailed than the normal X-ray images. So, during the CT scan, you lie in a tunnel-like machine where the inside of the machine rotates and takes series of X-rays from different angles. These pics are then sent to a computer and created in a form of slices. But how do the CT scan images look like? In order to better understand the images, we first need to know how the process works. The process works by measuring the absorption of X-rays in different regions. As a result, denser materials absorb more X-rays, causing whiter areas, as you guys can see. These very white areas are an indication to a brain tumor. Consequently, locating a brain tumor is one of the reasons why CT scan is used. Moreover, CT scan can be used to detect internal injuries or bleeding that might not be exposed or obvious. Also, doctors might ask for CT scan in order to check if the patient's body is responding to a specific treatment. Finally, CT scan might also be used for diagnosing a muscle or a bone disorder. Moving to the third brain mapping technique, which is the PET scan. PET scan is shortcut for positron emission tomography scan, which uses a special dye that contains radioactive tracer. These tracers are either inhaled, swallowed, or injected. When detected by a PET scan, the tracer will help doctors see how well your organs are working. But think about it. How can doctors know how well my organs are working simply from a tracer? What happens is that tracers will be collected in areas of higher chemical activity because tracers will be attached to compounds such as glucose, which is the main fuel to any activity. Thus, this is helpful because any disease such as tumors have a higher level of chemical activity. Then, these areas will be shown in bright spots, as you guys can see, indicating a higher chemical activity. But if both the CT scan and PET scan can detect brain tumors, so what is the difference between both? The difference is that PET scan shows the changes occurring at the cellular level in an organ or tissue. This is important because any change, any disease starts at the cellular level. So, PET scan has an advantage that it can detect early changes in your cells.